What's up, everybody? It's the Inhuman one here, and today I wanted to showcase some of my favorite secrets and Easter eggs that I came across in my adventures in Pale City. Although I'm going to list my personal favorites, I would love to hear from you to see which ones you enjoyed the most. In this video, I'll be featuring 6 things you may not have noticed in the journey to the Signal Tower and Little Nightmares 2, and yes, pun intended. So without further ado, let's get started. Consider this my spoiler warning. The first secret that I came across was in the woods surrounding the hunter's cabin. Before climbing up the destroyed bridge, journey towards the far right of the side of the screen and enter a small tunnel to find a grave with a shovel sticking out of the top of the mound. Now this may very well not be an Easter egg, but as someone who considers himself a huge Dark Souls fan, I definitely felt a bonfire vibe here when I entered the ominous cave. Now unlike the first mention, this Easter egg is undeniable. Immediately before Chapter 2, after landing at the shore of Pale City, head over to the corner of the screen to see an oddly displaced watermelon. Fans of Aiko will immediately notice the reference to the secret ending you can get if you bring the watermelon to Princess Yorda. Now, unfortunately for Mono, Six is no princess, and seems to have no interest in the delicious fruit at all. The third secret on the list can be found immediately after escaping Mrs. Longneck in Chapter 2. After moving the large trash container to reach the ledge, a nearby alley has a peculiar paper boat. Fans of Stephen King's It will immediately get a chill up their spines when they see a gutter just around the corner. But sadly, after several attempts to give the boat to old Bob Gray, aka Pennywise, nothing happened. I felt like this was a bit of a missed opportunity. I would have loved to see a red balloon come out of the gutter or even hear a creepy laugh. That would have been amazing, don't you think? The fourth secret can be found in Chapter 4, immediately following Six's capture. After ziplining across the neighbor's window, make your way back outside on the window's ledge and stop by the neighbor's apartment. Once inside, fans of the series will see a number of familiar faces, including a picture of the lady and several photos of the gluttonous guests of the mall. And last but not least, in the center of the room is a statuette, similar to the collectible items that were hidden about in the mall. This one was definitely one of my favorite Easter eggs featured in the game. The fifth mention on the list is actually an Easter egg from Bandai Namco's Tekken series. This character was first created in Tekken 3 and had a very interesting origin. Apparently, Mokujin was simply created as a wooden training dummy constructed from oak that was over 2,000 years old. After many years of aiding martial artists hone their skills, Mokujin was relegated to the role of an ancient relic in a museum. That was until the god of fighting was awakened, which created a rift in the balance of good and evil. This event somehow caused Mokujin to awaken himself and form desires of his own. With the power of free will at his disposal, Mokujin would set off on a journey to enter the King of Iron Fist tournament to battle against the forces of evil. Fighting games tend to have the most far-fetched origin stories for their characters, and I love it. That brings us to number 6 on the list. The last Easter egg can be found in Chapter 5, when Nightmare 6 is first found huddled in the corner in the room with the music box. If you head over to the left side of the room, you will notice that 6 was sitting next to a briefcase, which bears an undeniable resemblance to the briefcase that she regains consciousness in the opening scenes of Little Nightmares. Now the world of Little Nightmares is full of secrets, illusions, and references. I would love to know which ones you found that weren't featured in today's video. And we've got one last video coming before I switch gears and focus on Dead Cells content, so be sure to stay tuned. And until next time, it's the Inhuman One signing out.